Hello Year 9, welcome again to the week beginning the 13th of July. These are the tasks for this week. We're now going to use the skills we've learned last week and develop them to help you plan and complete an essay. So we are focusing still on Inspector calls, so very familiar with that topic. So you've got two tasks this week, okay, and it's all on these slides on this PowerPoint. So task 1 is to complete a summary table about Sheila Burling. There are 5 columns for you to fill in, okay, and I'm going to go through them in a second. I've filled in some of the columns and the table to help you along. So, the columns are, how is Sheila presented? Is she being responsible, mature, selfish? You've got to think of your own adjective. Column 2 is the quotes, and I've given you the quotes for every single column, for every single task. The technique is the 3rd column, the technique used in the quote. This may be a keyword, a word group, a sentence type, or a linguistic device. It may also be a structural or dramatic device like the engagement ring, for example, or the doorbell. The author's intention is the 4th column. What was Priestley trying to show or teach the audience? Remember, his main point was that we should all be responsible citizens who are community-minded. And the final column is the effect on the audience. How would the audience in 1945, watching the play, have felt, learned, or felt, questioned something about? Again, remember, this is just after World War II and people are fed up of a divided society with a few rich people and lots of poor people struggling on a daily basis. So again, think about that as you do the 5th column. And then your second task, once you've done the first part of this PowerPoint, is to turn each of the information that you've provided and you've written and you've followed with each column and you've included into a paragraph. Okay, so basically by the end of this this week's tasks, you'll have 6 paragraphs and would have completed an essay on Sheila Burling. Okay, I've done the first paragraph for you, and then you'd have done all of the hard work in task 1 by putting the columns together, and all you have to put together into coherent paragraphs, basically a 6-paragraph essay. Okay, you're still going to need to add social and historical context, but we'll do that in year 10. So, just having a look on the screen in front of you, I've filled in some of, obviously, the other paragraphs, but I've also done the first paragraph for you. Again, I've done a couple of the presentations, a couple of the effects on the audience, the techniques, again there, but you need to fill in the rest. Okay, so as you can see, I did paragraph 1. Okay, said that she was presented as a privileged, rich young woman. In the opening stage directions, that's where the techniques are first introduced. The quote, very pleased with life and rather excited. And then obviously the author's intention, Priestley's trying to show that the life of rich young women was pleasant, as all they wanted to do was get married and be a wife. And then the effect on the audience is that it makes us question why this young girl is pleased and excited right at the start of the play, when not, as far as we're concerned, not much has really happened so far. So I've turned this column into a paragraph. Okay, so it says, at the start of the play, Priestley uses the opening stage directions to present Sheila as a privileged, rich young woman who is very pleased with life and rather excited. Priestley presents her this way to show that the life of rich young women was pleasant, as all they wanted to do was get married and be a wife. This makes the audience question why this young girl is pleased and excited right at the start of the play. We soon find out that it is because she is celebrating her engagement to an even richer man called Gerald Croft, who is of a higher status than her own family. So I've taken each section of that row, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and turned it into this paragraph. And you have to do the same. So you need to now do paragraph 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So just a reminder, again, if you need any help with any of this, it is fairly straightforward, especially if you follow the model answer and the first paragraph to construct the rest of your answers, and you filled in the grid as much as possible before you do the 6-paragraph essay. You shouldn't really have any issues, but obviously if you do, as always, I am on the chat on Teams. Take care, see you later.